from Plans Meet Paper, and it has been forever since I have filmed a FlyLady video for you all. So today I thought I would take you guys along with me on my weekly home blessing. So at this stage of my life, I keep my weekly home blessing super simple. I just do the bare minimum in the high traffic areas of my home just to keep it nice and clean and tidy. But since I am really consistent with doing this weekly home blessing, in addition to my daily routines, I do feel like it keeps my house really nice and clean for the most part. So I'll take you guys along with me and show you guys what I do each week to keep my house clean. Also at the end of the video, I hope to put my fall decorations that I have. I don't have a ton, so I'll just kind of throw up the few things that I do have, and I'll give you guys a quick peek at my house at the end, just for some festivity. So stay tuned if you want to see that. All right, let's get cleaning, guys. All right, so getting started here, getting my tennis shoes on so I can clean fast, and starting my timer. The first thing that I'm doing here is making up my bed. I did throw my sheets in the washing machine first thing in the morning so that they could be moved over and then nice and clean and dry, ready to go for me by the time I was ready to clean during my kids' nap. So that's what I'm doing here, is getting my sheets all ready to go. I will mention, typically what I've been doing right now is washing either my sheets or both of my kids' sheets every other week. So all the sheets get done at least once every 2 weeks. Sometimes I'll do them all if I have time, but that way I at least, make sure they're getting done consistently. And we bathe the kids every night before we put them down, and we usually take a shower before we go to bed too. So I feel like the sheets don't get as dirty with that. So yep, we're putting those back on, getting the pillowcases going. I do wash all the pillowcases every week, but that's super easy to throw back on whenever throughout the day. So just getting the pillowcases put back on the pillows. And then what I'll mention as well is whatever rooms that I do the sheets in, so either my room or both of the kids' rooms, that is also the room that I will go ahead and do a quick dust and a quick vacuum in that room that week. So those rooms, again, only get dusted every other week. And that kind of cuts down how much time my weekly home blessing takes, but the rooms still stay pretty dust-free, carpet stays pretty clean, just with being done every other week. We don't spend a whole lot of time in our rooms other than just sleeping. The kids will play in their room every once in a while, but vast majority of the time we are down in the living room. So that's where I am now. I'm just doing the dusting down in the living room here. I do just a quick wipe of all the main flat surfaces, nothing major. I'm not doing any detailed dusting, so you can see I'm not taking anything off of the toy shelf there. And one of the main things that I'll mention that really helps me get my home blessing done super fast is I try really hard not to get distracted. So there's some toys and things that were put back pretty haphazard. I've got a few dishes in the sink while I'm doing this, just like a cup and a cutting board or something, but I'm not getting distracted with any of that. I'm staying very focused on the one task that I'm doing, which this time is dusting. The other thing that really helps to make the weekly home blessing super fast for me is I make sure that I do my morning routine that day, because that makes sure that the house is tidy. I just kind of keep up with it throughout the day like I try to any other day of the week, and that way it's ready to be cleaned, if that makes sense. Things are picked up off the floor, dishes are clean, counters are clean. Those are kind of the things that I just try to do throughout the day, every day. And then in addition, I do the bathrooms every morning. I just give them a quick swish and swipe, and so because I do that every day, I don't really have to clean the bathrooms at all when I'm doing my weekly home blessing, so that makes it way faster. I do shine my surfaces for my weekly home blessing, so that's what you see me doing here. I just do the places that I feel like get fingerprints or smudges. So basically, there's a few mirrors that I do. I do the back door because that's constantly got handprints on it from my toddler and baby. And then I just did the coffee table as well because it tends to get a ring from a cup or that kind of thing. And then I'm just doing the mirrors in the bathrooms a little bit more specifically. I will touch those up on a daily basis if I happen to see something on them, but I do the whole mirror once a week during my weekly home blessing. So that's what I'm doing here, is just doing a few mirrors and anything that needs to be shined. Real quick, just wiping it down. Now for vacuuming, you're gonna see me vacuuming just a few areas. I definitely do not vacuum my whole house, and that is because I am lucky enough to have a Roomba vacuum, which is, you know, a robot vacuum, and I run it usually every other day in my house, and so I don't feel the need on a weekly basis to vacuum my whole house in addition to that. I just run the Roomba every other day, and then when I'm doing my weekly home blessing, I vacuum the areas that the Roomba does not get. So you can see there's, you know, some toys underneath my kids' play kitchen, which means I'm sure there's also dust and dirt under there from the week. So I'm just vacuuming the areas that kind of need to be touched up that don't get touched by Roomba. Under the table does get touched by Roomba, but we just had eaten lunch, so I was just getting a few crumbs before I mopped. But yeah, I pretty much just do the areas that Roomba can't reach. So the stairs, I clean the vent. You saw me doing that every week. We've got some mesh on the back of it to keep toys from getting put in there and falling down. So I just vacuum the mesh to make sure there's no dust collecting. So yeah, just doing my stairs. I don't do, you know, a super detailed job of vacuuming the stairs at this time. I'm literally just kind of running it over with my little vacuum attachment there. I'm not getting in all the cracks and crevices right now. I do that kind of vacuuming during my zone cleaning, but for weekly home blessing, I'm just kind of doing a quick once over of the traffic areas. For mopping, I use my steam mop and these microfiber cloths that come with it. Sometimes I'll put some essential oils on the microfiber cloth just so that it's kind of scented as I'm doing the steam on the floor. And this week I decided to use the pumpkin pie essential oil just for some fall spirit. It's the first week of fall, so thought I'd go ahead and put that on there. And you can see I'm just doing a quick steam of all of my floors, mopping them. I definitely do some touch-up spot mopping and spot wiping throughout the week, just with microfiber cloths and things. And one of my biggest tips as a mom is just to wipe the floor down under your kids' chairs with whatever washcloth you're using to wipe off their hands. After, of course, after you clean the child, I wipe off the floor. I rinse the rag and wipe off the floor to get all the crumbs and anything that was dropped. And that way it never kind of sticks on. So overall, it's really easy to keep the floors pretty clean as far as being mopped. So that was it. That was my whole weekly home blessing. You can see it took me 40 minutes, and I'm just checking off my list. Hey guys, so I finished up my weekly home blessing a little bit ago. As you saw, it took me about 40 minutes, which wasn't too bad, but it usually takes me closer to 30, just not having to move the camera around and everything. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I did just to keep my home maintained each week. And my kids woke up, so I had to take a little break for a while there. But I am gonna go put up my fall decorations really quick, and I'll show you guys what they look like and kind of give you the after tour as well. So you guys can check that out if you're interested. But thank you so much for watching today. And if you have any questions or comments, as always, leave them down below and I'll chat with you guys down there. Thanks, bye. So I thought this was kind of funny. It's been about half an hour since I finished the weekly home blessing and my kids woke up. So this is what my house looks like now, just real life here. I did get my fall decorations out and set them here on the table. But yeah, we got a few toys out, but that's okay. It'll just take me a couple minutes to put those things away. And then I'll put up my decorations here. So this is all I've got. We've got a pretty small table and it all fits on there really easily. Most of these things I've had for a couple years. I did pick up 2 real pumpkins, just little tiny ones. So I'll put those ones up. And then I did get 1 or 2 things from Hobby Lobby last year at the end of the season. So I haven't actually used them yet. So I'll put these things up and then I'll give you guys a peek at what the house looks like all cleaned up for the week and decorated for fall.